Hello and welcome back. This is Vinchenz, and today we are going to be heading out and grabbing some Tundra Kopion horns, some Marok gems, and some cave Kopion horns. These are some of the materials that you're going to need to do the Wikelo quest chains, and the first ones we're going to need are the Tundra Kopion horns. These are required for both the two starter quests. One requires 3 and one requires 20. So in order to find these, I'm going to head to Microtech and I'm going to head to data center KH3, which is sort of around the equator, and it's in one of the darker spots on the planet. What we're looking for is an area around the equator that's not got any snow on it, and is a dark green and brown colour on the planet's surface. And for me, that's the best place where I've found these copions. Microtech is looking absolutely amazing as we head down, and we're arriving just as the sun rises. When you are flying down to these mountains, just be careful. The data center itself is a hostile place, so the turrets there will shoot you if you go near the base. This is one of the main reasons I play Star Citizen. The scenery and just the beauty of the graphics is absolutely stunning sometimes. The sunrise, the sunset, and the clouds and the light coming through the clouds, it just looks unbelievable. Straight away our scanner's shown us a group of Tundra Kopions, so let's head down and grab our first 5 Kopion horns.
Landing gear deployed.
To do both missions you will need 23 of these horns, but we're just doing this for the purpose of the video, so I'm just going to see how long it takes me to grab a few horns, and we'll see how many I get after like half an hour.
Landing complete. Engines offline. Engines online. Takeoff complete.
Sunrise on Microtech is pretty special, and the lighting around these mountains is absolutely amazing. As I mentioned earlier, we do want to grab some Marok gems from the birds as well, and this mountain range has got plenty of them, so while I'm here I'll just grab a few just to show you on the video. There's normally just loads of birds lying around, and some that have spawned that don't take off, and they just sit on the planet waiting for you to shoot them.
Landing complete.
You probably only need to do 1, maybe 2 of these groups, and you'll get all of these Marok gems that you'll need for the Wikelo quests. They are a little bit more annoying when you do have to shoot them out of the sky, but luckily they seem to just stick on the floor a lot of the time, and it's super easy to kill them. Here I'm coming pretty close to the data center, so you can see the red turrets there. So I'm just going to stay low below the mountains, and that'll just stop the turrets from shooting me. If I do go up into the air right now, I will get hit pretty hard and your ship will get damaged pretty fast.
Landing gear deployed.
Another 2 Kopion just round the corner. When you're landing on these mountains, do be a little bit careful, because as you can see here, my nose is sticking right up in the air. I thought I was landed, but obviously not. And luckily there is this little rock here, so I'm just going to do a massive jump, and I managed to get the button to get in the ship. But I have landed a few times and been stranded on the planet and not been able to get back in my ship, and then you have to relog and head back all the way over to Microtech.
Engines online. Landing gear raised.
Here we've got another 5 Kopion, and we've been going about 20 minutes now, so we've got another 10 minutes, we'll see how many we get up to. I normally just give 1 or 2 of them a little pop, and I wait for them to come to me, and it makes it a lot easier to loot them, instead of running all over the place. I am enjoying the Wikelo missions and have something to sort of play the game for and farm for. It just gives you so much more of a reason to play instead of just logging on and doing random missions. It's definitely the right direction, I think, for Star Citizen to be heading. And with a lot more of these missions, there definitely will be a lot more to do in the verse in Star Citizen. It has always felt pretty sparse with not much to do, and you sort of come online and you think, oh, what shall I do today? But you know, when you've got like a purpose and a mission that you're trying to complete, it's sort of like a running theme and you can work on it over time. And it definitely makes playing the game a lot more rewarding. So these are going to be our last 2 Tundra Kopions for today, and we've been going for about 25 minutes now. So let's have a quick check and see what we've got. And we've got 18 Tundra Kopion horns and 21 Marok gems. So I'm now going to head over to the cave Kopion horns. But as you can see here, as I'm just about to leave the planet, I do see another group of Tundra Kopion. It's like literally on every mountaintop there's a group, so it's really, really good out here. The spawn rates are brilliant. Let's just check out how many's in this group before we go. Yep, another group of 5. So we could be up to 23 in like 30 minutes. That's pretty cool. Right, now we're going to head back to Hurston, and we're going to a place called HDMS Operai. And from here we are going to hover just above the base, and we're going to take a bearing of 85 degrees, and we want to travel for 13.3 kilometers. This is a cave that I find is closest to a base. There are other caves that you can find, and they might be slightly bigger, but they're like 60 odd kilometers away from different bases around the verse. And for me, this 13-kilometer one, especially as now as it's pitch black, it's hard enough to find as it is. If you're off by a few degrees when you get to the location, then it can still take you a while to find the hole. Luckily this time I'm at night, and as you can see with the scanner, the hole is sort of glowing in front of me, and that makes it a lot easier to find. If you've been traveling for like 65 kilometers and you've even been off by like 4 or 5 degrees, You could be up to 1 kilometer away from the hole that you're looking for, and it can take you an age to find the hole when you eventually get there. And you may not even find the hole at all. Anyway, we have managed to find our hole, no problem. Like I say, this is one of the easiest holes to find. And we're going to head down, and today I'm even going to use some flares, because there's been a few times where I get stuck in this cave and I'm looking for the entrance, and it is quite big, and there's a lot of different routes you can go. So just to save a bit of time, I'm going to put down a few pink flares, and it will make my extraction a hell of a lot easier. Putting a flare down is a very long-winded thing, and you have to sort of grab it in your hand, activate the flare, and then drop the flare. I do want to see them make things like this a lot quicker in the future. It shouldn't take you that long just to drop a flare on the floor. I do find the cave copions have got a much better camouflage, and their skin colour is like a brown and white colour to match the rocks in the cave, and that can make them quite hard to spot. When you come to these caves, I do recommend bringing a ship with a bed in it, so that when you've finished looting this cave, you can just head back up to the surface, bed log, and then come straight back in a new cave on a different shard. Generally, I get about 7 horns from each run, so to get the 30 that you need for the full set of the armor, it will take you about 5 runs. Wikelo will then probably want more of these horns as well for other things like the guns and maybe the ships and stuff, so it's worth just collecting these horns from time to time. So that's 7 horns in this cave, and now I'm going to head back up and look for my flares, and they'll lead me right to the exit. Luckily my ship's still here, but if you do get back up and you notice your ship has been destroyed, just look out for anyone who wants to kill you, grab your horns and take them for themselves. So there's our 7 cave copion horns, and that's about it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, please like and subscribe to support the channel, and until next time, take it easy.